It seems like the culture war between genders, women and women, men and women, have absolutely reached its freaking climax. And it's subtle. It's subtle because everyone wants to appear as if they are some kind of divine matriarch or some kind of divine patriarch. When I think of like the inverted divine matriarch, it's like a woman that's like, I'm a good mother. It's so easy to be a good mother of the world, of the world. It's so easy to be a good mother of the world. You know? You just club a man over the head, drag him off into your cave. You selected him, you seduced him, you put your little spell on him, and you got a baby with him. Now you're tied to him, so you think you won. Good job, you won. Oh, and then you have the kid, and then you're like, "We're just gonna pump the kid full of vaccines because that's what the world says we should do, and we're gonna feed them tons of wheat, which is gonna give them ADHD, perhaps autism," and they're like, "Well, I'm a good mom because I fed them Eggo waffles every morning because 'cause I'm a good mom. I didn't pay attention to any of the ingredients in the vaccine or any of the ingredients in the food. And when they go to school and the school is corrupt, you're like, well, I'm just going to blame it on the school. And I'm going to say that my child should be able to wear a crop top if she wants to wear a crop top. It's so easy to be a good mom in this world. This world. The best moms would be like, don't freaking do this, don't do that. They operate with a spiritual authority that's like actually putting some kind of parameters like, hey, like what are you actually doing? What are we actually feeding our kids? Maybe don't take pictures of my child. That's freaking weird. That's my kid. Don't take pictures of my child in a bathing suit. Like, don't do it. That's a good mom in God's eyes. Who pushes back on all the crap? And when I think of like, oh, to be a divine patriarch in the world, oh, I'm going to be a Christian man. Dude, I've never been attracted to a Christian man. I'm going to be a good Christian man. We're going to go to church, blah blah blah. I'm going to pray for my enemies. You need to be violent. If you possess the energy to be a good man and you're like, "Oh, I'm so non-violent." You need to be able to possess the ability to be violent. You need to be able to possess the ability to be violent if you're such a good man. You need to also be able to possess the ability to go against the establishment, right? To go against whatever energy is inflicting upon your family, your kids, other kids. You need to be able to possess the authority under God to stop the will of Satan over the women and the children in the world. To be a good dad also in this world, be a good dad is to like, "Oh, I don't do anything, I just work." Where's your paycheck coming from? Do you got a work wife? Are you watching pornography? "Oh, I'm supplementing the pornography because my woman does not put out." She's not putting out 'cause she don't like you. Women use, like, sex to, like, withhold from a man as a means of control. There's so many toxic relationships. These people are breeding like rabbits. It's just like it's insane. Women against other women. This is the touchiest one of all because of Book of Revelation. It's the whore of Babylon and God cutting her down. The whore of Babylon archetype wants to appear as if she's the mother archetype because it's so good to be a mother. It's so easy to be a good mother in this world. In this world. In this world, it's so easy. It's so easy. So, not for everybody, but when people are like, "Oh, she's a good mom." Yeah, but how? Does she fuck the establishment? Because a good person would fuck the establishment along with her husband. They they would be totally yoked on this effort to fuck the system. "Oh, but she's such a good mom." Why? Because she shows up every time the kid needs a vaccine or to be fed poison? Get the frick out of here, people. You're not evenly yoked if you're not evenly yoked to God and God's will. So again, women against women. Now there's like this idea that like these are like the good women. Meanwhile, they're so fucking predatory towards actual good women who fuck the system. They're so predatory. There's like, don't talk to that woman, don't help that woman, do you know what's funny is when I went after child trafficking, you know who has the most money? Men. For the most part, men have a lot of money to give, a lot of money to help. And when I was on YouTube going after child trafficking, and I'm like, dude, these people are like excommunicating me from the city of Austin because of what I'm doing. So I collected donations to survive for years, for years. And a lot of men reached out in emails and they're like, dude, my chick is like, don't help her. Why, you dumb bitch? Why? So now, as the tables turn, do you wonder why I'm out here now while karma is reaching these women who are falling into detriment and you keep helping them, helping them, helping them? Don't wonder why now I'm like, stop helping these women. They're bad moms. They're irresponsible people. They're reckless people. They're like microdosing on acid because I'm a child idiot. I'm a child adult. I'm an idiot. Microdosing on acid, they're so irresponsible, and all these men feel like they need to like help them because they have kids. Guess what? Their kids got family, they got dads, they can find a way. They can call a mover, a DoorDash, a whatever, an Uber, a whatever. They can apply for government, whatever. You don't have to be Captain Save a Ho for women who made horrible decisions in the past, what, 8 years? And now karma is finally reaching their doorstep. Stop being Captain Save a Ho. Now tables have flipped. I'm like, my economy is good. Don't help these women because these are the same women that were like, don't help her when I was trying to fuck the whole system and go after child trafficking. What? Because you perceive me as beautiful and you perceive your husband as you own them and don't help anyone else. Don't help anyone else. Yeah, the tables have tipped. Now I'm like, stop helping these stupid, reckless women with problems that they brought upon themselves because they're irresponsible, because they're frankly not good mothers, because they don't make good decisions. The tables have flipped. Men against women, women against women, men against men. What? Is it men against men? Because 80% of you are freaking gay, and that's the whole problem. Maybe there is no men against men for the most part, and there probably should be a lot more men against men because you're all gay. You care more about what other men think than you care what I think. You want to take instruction from other men more than you want to take instruction from me. When I say that fucking gay dude is going to rip you off and he rips you off, you're going to be mad at me for pointing it out in the first place and saying something. Nope, I'm going to be in trouble because I pointed out that dude was going to rip you off. And when he rips you off, you're just mad at me because you hate women, because you're gay, because you care more about what men think. This is the Masonic component, the Masonic freaking nonsense of butthole demons, anal obsessed idiots, pedophilic filled thought idiots. Meanwhile, all these other disgusting women are trying to promote pedophilia to these men. Like they make jokes about how, like, oh, that woman, isn't she so young and beautiful? She's fucking 13, you dumb whore. They're like, oh, when I was 13, I was young and hot too. Disgusting. Perpetuating their own culture. And these men are like listening to these stupid women, these stupid people who have karma coming to them on a large scale. All these dudes are gay because they only care about what other dudes think, and those dudes are also gay and pedophiles. You're a bunch of freaking mind control idiots worried about what every other dude thinks and loving the validation from the women who have the worst karma. Women have bad karma. A man comes to her rescue. She gives him all this energy because he helped her. And now he's like supercharged with this thing that, like, I'm a fucking hero. You're not a hero. You're an antichrist idiot. You're the village idiot. You are a king without a queen, and you have no hopes of finding a queen because you will become the village idiot. If you want to be a king, follow the king, go into isolation, stop giving a damn what other dudes think, and refine your skill, your craft, get your money right, and tell a stupid girl to leave you alone for once and for all. Because for the most part, these women aren't putting out like they used to. A, because they're mad at men. In general, man haters. They're either like, oh, I'm a man hater, I hate men. Or they're just like, have no dignity and they still won't put out. Or they're like, "Oh, I need a man to make 6 figures and, like, support my entire lifestyle with my Botox and my fake boobs, and you need to pay for it, and men won't do that either." You're not finding it anywhere, and this is glorious, this is actually great. This gender war, the gender culture. When it comes to, like, warlocks and witches, I'm just like, "Dude, I just don't like any of the divide." I don't like all the warlocks with the warlocks. I don't like any warlock following a woman. I don't like any man who follows the instruction of a woman unless it's me, because that's following God first. It would come natural to be like, "Oh, I follow God first, and then, like, he brings me a helper under God, and it's, like, totally resonant with what God is telling me to do." It has nothing to do with following a woman. You're just following God, and you're following a woman who also follows God. And you drop your pride and you drop your ego about it because men have to submit to the women. Islam is so freaking gay because they're just hyper masculine. And they're like, "Oh, we're hyper masculine because we'll actually fucking kill people." And Christians are pussies because they won't actually kill people. Yeah, I think Christians could learn something from Islamic men, and I think Islamic men could learn something from Christian men about listening to women. And Christian men can learn something from Islamic men about actually possessing the ability to be violent verbally. Fucking verbally. Be terrifying. Men should be scary. Men should love women. Men shouldn't listen to witches. Don't listen to a woman who doesn't provide you sustenance. She's just like a mind control little worm in your head. Get a parasite cleanse. A lot of people are talking about this. Butthole demons or parasites. Y'all do this whole demon thing. You don't repent. Y'all need to repent. Do your repenting. Do your parasite cleansing if you have to, because if you try to repent and your little lust demons keep coming back to you, do a parasite cleanse. I don't believe in this stuff really, but it's like a lot of people are saying, like, dude, maybe you got a worm in your butthole from doing so much gay shit, from being such a sexually immoral piece of garbage, from getting ST demons from all these women. Maybe you do need to do like a parasite cleanse from being a lustful, like, dudes who sleep with a bunch of women, everyone knows you're gay. Dudes who just sleep around with a bunch of women, everyone knows you're gay. Dudes who idolize their mommy's boys, everyone knows you have an incest relationship with your mother and you got weird relationships with other women because you idolize your mother. It's incestual, and it definitely plays out into modern day relationships. You're not going anywhere. You're not getting anywhere. All these people with all these gender distortions are not getting anywhere, and they're not going anywhere. And I love Flora Brunn's, Flora Brunn, she did a live stream today and she's like, "Dude, you just gotta like get rid of these people who hold you in stagnance because it's all the gender distortion that is like holding everyone into some kind of weird stagnant disturbance." Nobody should be able to contract out your help within less than 24 hours. If someone needs help that bad, they can wait 24 hours. In 24 hours, their pride will probably be so high of the fact that you didn't just drop every freaking thing that you had going on to go and help them. They probably won't need you. They probably won't. And when you do go and actually help them, you might help them and find out they didn't actually need your help at all to begin with, first of all. This is like a narcissistic, weird little demon feeding network, and it's all gender distortion. The women not following God, the men are not following God. And they're all in their weird gender distortion nature, and it's all this weird gender distortion. Witches who hate men, warlocks who hate women. Witches who love men and love me, I'm down with you. Warlocks who hate women, I'm not down with you, not down with you. And they like to follow a lot of like these bad warlocks, they just want women to be whores. This is a thing that like I didn't know was a thing, but when I was so poor, I was in high society, but because of my like all of my spiritual warfare, I was brought down to literally, I'm not even joking, I'm not exaggerating. I had to beg on the side of the highway for money to get a phone so I could get a job because I was so impoverished and I broke my phone, which it was a weird situation. I don't think I broke it. It just broke. I had to go to the side of the highway, and all these dudes were like, "Just suck my dick and I'll give you money." And I'm like, "Thank you, but no thank you." And they were like, "We hate you." They're like, "Oh, just be stripper and like just do an OnlyFans." Just they hate us because our body is the currency. This is why a lot of these gay dudes hate women is because they are jealous that our bodies are somehow a currency. And I'm not gonna lie, it is true, but it is reserved for a man who deserves it, not all these fucking cryptid retards. And they hate that because men can't quite do that without being gay. So a lot of them do become gay, but a lot of them consistently persecute women who won't just be whores, doing OnlyFans, do this, do that, suck my dick for money or whatever. And you're like, no, I don't do that, but uh anyways, have a good day. I have literally had a friend who was a man who was like sort of steeped in new age and stuff, and he was like a warlock, and he was like, I am jealous of women because they can just be sexy and be whores and life is easy for them. It's not actually easy, but he hated the fact that women can just like, because our body is a currency, and it's not a lie, it is true. It is a currency, but in the divine sense, it is only reserved for one man who actually does the right thing, and it is for health and abundance and prosperity. It is not for some lust, freaking fleeting feeling, and you just leave and go and appease gay men and stupid women and your mommy. It's not for you to have a woman and then the next day just go back to appeasing any other man above your woman, your mommy above your woman, or any dumb whore who's like, "Can you move my couch?" above your woman. It is true. The woman's body is a currency because we do hold codes of love and health and prosperity. That is what it is for. But the inversion is men are so jealous of women because of that. They're like, "Why don't you just do that? You're gay." They don't get it. People are so steeped in sin. It's like one generation will not teach it, the next one won't even know what sin is. And this world is so inverted that everyone's got everything ass backwards and they're so skewed and they're just like maybe lazy or maybe disenfranchised. If you're disenfranchised, guess what? Get up, try and try again. Go get money. It's everywhere. Move to Texas. Money is everywhere here. There's no excuse. There is money everywhere in Texas. That's why I love moving here because I found that money is everywhere. Just go get some. Find the means to go get some money. However, you need to do it, not being a floozy, but my God, the culture in gender wars, it's like the gender distortion is a real spell for a reason. Because at the end of the day, it is the true divine matriarch under God and the true divine patriarch under God, and God's will be done. And these alien invaders in their culture will not be allowed here much longer. The singularity is everybody coming to this awareness. It's no wonder that it came out what yesterday the news was like, "Oh, Donald's gay with Bill Clinton." Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, these dudes are all gay. They're all gay. They're all pedos. They're asking you to tell them why it's bad to be a pedo. These are the new culture wars. And it should be obvious to you, but it's not obvious to them because their culture is so steeped in gayness and pedophilia and Masonic idiocracy and witchcraft and warlocks of these men who hate women. They're gay. 80% of men are gay. At this moment in time, they're gay. They're mentally gay. There is no reason for you to go to Las Vegas with a bunch of dudes for no fucking reason, sleep in the same room with these dudes for no reason, for no reason. There's no reason for it. You wasted your money, you wasted your time, you pissed off your girlfriend, and now you're hungover and you just filled your body full of poisons and you got no good memories, you got nothing out of it. There's no reason for you to do these things that other gay men in their spirit tell you to do. There's no reason for all these irresponsible women to tell you to help them and you go and do it and you're like, these bitches didn't need my help. And you pissed off God in the process. You piss God off in the process when you consistently fall into these gender and culture wars of people trying to pull your attention here, there, and everywhere and thinking that everyone is your friend. Guess what? I have one friend. My cousin is also like minded. And that's it. I got God. That's it. I got my dad for emergencies. That's it. I got my brother. He's like cool. That's it. Dude, that's it. I don't got a huge group of friends. I don't have a huge group of girlfriends who all pretend we like each other, but they all talk shit about it around each other's back. I don't have that. I don't have a bunch of dudes that I can call to like do anything for me because I don't want anything from them because it comes with a weird contract with the devil. Because I need God first. I don't need men to do anything. I need God first. And if it really came down to it, I still have my dad for money. That's it, dude. I'm his kid. He's going to help me out. That's it. If it came down to it, that's going to be it, dude. That's it. Every time you do some weird inverted contract with someone else, weird inverted cult, you're in a cult with someone else, every time you do that, you put your eggs in that basket, guess what? You don't have God's glory and abundance. You don't have the blessings of true love and true abundance that God wants to bring your way. Every time you consistently contract out to the cult of the world. I am not in the cult of the world. I do not belong to the cult of the world. I am sovereign with a good job with people that I like. I truly enjoy my entire economy. I love my economy. I love my work. I love the people I work with. I love my clients. I'm in an economy that I love and I enjoy. I have one friend. I have a like-minded cousin. I got my family. We don't talk a whole lot, but we're family. We love each other. There's a huge baby boom. Everyone's happy and healthy, and no news is good news. And then, you know what? I got my mom and dad if shit really hit the fan. A lot of people don't have that, but God would make provisions in that moment too. I really do feel for people who don't have parents because I really do find it to be a huge blessing that I do because the homeless people, they don't. But even then, like if I didn't have parents, I would be homeless. I absolutely would be homeless if I didn't have parents because I would choose that lifestyle over having to consistently contract out to, a negative, bad kind of relationship, contracting with a negative, bad, worldly relationship. So that's it for now. Are you promoting violence? Well, no, I'm not promoting violence, but like I don't think that people should just keep praying for their enemy. Start fucking them over. Like, don't just pray for your enemies. You can pray for your enemies, but also say who they are. Like, this is why I love social media lately, is because people are coming out and they are saying stuff. They're like, "Okay, these are the people that, like, raped me as a kid. This is the church they belong to. This is where they live, and that's what happened." This is great. I'm scrolling through mainstream media, and I am, like, landing on videos, and I'm watching the videos of the people who are like, "Hey, I am so and so. I live in this city. This is the Masonic lodge that raped me as a kid, that fucked my family over. These are their names. These are where they live. This is violence." Don't just pray for your enemies. Tell everyone who they are and what they do. That's why I make my videos. Georgetown, Yurtbotkin family, ties to Romania. They pretend they're Turkish. They're not. The chick's Russian. They do witchcraft. They do fertility witchcraft. Here's their victim. Here's what they tried to do. Here's what happened. And then come what may, because the AI is listening. And the AI is going to do the most violence, execution, droning execution. And then this is going to be the most peaceful war because like you won't have to like physically do any violence towards anybody because your words are going to be collected into a database, a research center, people who are on it, people who are in on it, other people saying the same thing. The target will be on their heads, and then eventually it will be some kind of karmic or militaristic type of execution. It's going to be a very clean genocide for the perpetrators. But that's violence in modern day. It's the word of the spirit, word of the tongue. And then, yeah, any violence in defense is obviously warranted. But that goes without saying. So, yeah, I am promoting violence in the form of like words. And then, like when the moment hits, you want to be prepared to be violent and as a forms of protection. You just want to be prepared to be violent as a means of protection. That's all. You just should be prepared to be violent as a means of protection. That's all. Or, I mean, we have this homeless guy terrorizing the neighborhood, and like he tried to break into my neighbor's house. She asked the cops if she could kill him, and they said, yeah, because he's trying to break into her house. So that's violence. Yeah. So, like, I promote that. Like, yeah, like have the ability to be violent if someone tries to break into your house. Yeah, I am promoting violence. Yeah, 100%. All right. Check you later. Have a good night.